What up, what up, what up? It's your boy. We here, Rush Truck Center. We be super damn truck hanging up there. We in El Paso, Texas. And since I got nothing but time on my hands, I said, let me take the truck in, man. Truck was in the shop a couple of weeks ago. Quick fix. It was air leak by a valve on the front of the bumper. It was covered under the warranty thing. I signed off on it. Took them about an hour to do. And I got out of there. Then my adaptive cruise went off. So I got no cruise. The radar don't work. It's like, yes, good, whatever. Because, you know, you can't delete that dumbass thing. You can clip it, but you ain't got no cruise. And Peterbilt and unpack all back and forth about it. I don't know. Maybe we could turn the sensitivity down or something like that. But anyway, the thing quit working. Also, I've been having black fuel filters. I changed fuel filters 3 or 4 times since having the truck. I think this is about pushing 2 months now since I had the truck. The truck runs great. I'd be getting like 8 miles a gallon. This is off the dash. 9 miles a gallon. 6.5 to 9.2 based off the dash and depending on the terrain where I'm running at. Now I could go whip out the pen and pencil and paper and all that and do all that. I did it off one of my last few runs. I was getting 7.2, and that's with no cruise control, man. About 7.2, no cruise. So, and that was, you know, based off the gallons I bought, the miles I ran, and then my next fill up, right? So it was pretty accurate. It's pretty close to the dash. You know what it was saying on there. The dash actually calculates all your idle time and all that shit. So that's the difference between what you're running and what the truck altogether has burnt. But we came here because the fuel filters again were black. Now I'm gonna show you the fuel filter. I change the filters myself, and like every 4 days they'll go back to black, and I just run it like another week, maybe 2 weeks, and just whatever, till the whole thing goes black. So there it is. It's black. I've been putting treatment in there, kill them, which you can find at O'Reilly's, and it probably did help, but it was just so much water in the tanks. And I'm gonna talk to you about water in the tanks for us in a second. That it was just too much water from what we see. And that's a mistake I made. So when you go buy your truck, man, I don't know why I didn't do this. I did everything else and didn't do that. Get a flashlight. Go to your fuel tank. If your fuel tank don't have them anti-siphon devices in there, stick your flashlight down there in that tank. And look down there at the bottom of your tank. Got some shit in it. It look like this. I want you to see this. Let me see, can I just bring it out here in the sunlight? I'm gonna let it settle for a second. Then I'll come back to it. But if your tanks look anything like what's inside this damn bucket, you need to go have them clean that out now. Because I mean, I haven't had no engine issues or none of that shit, but the fuel filters were getting like dirty fast, real fast. So let me see if this thing settled down a little bit. So you're looking at it, right? It look a little normal, a little dirty, maybe. Now watch this. I don't know if you can really see that. There's 2 shades there. Water and fuel. That's what's in the tank over there. Water and fuel. So they're gonna get that out of there. get it cleaned up, I'm gonna have to pay for that. That could have been avoided probably if I would have checked that at the dealership, but I have to pay for that. We have a fuel tank issue, and it's leaking fuel from the top, or the strap is damaging the tank. Now the strap shouldn't damage the tank because it's got like a rubber pad in between or whatever. I think the fuel is coming out the top when I fill it up, and I might be putting too much fuel in there. Because these trucks are hard to fill up based on the location of the tanks and everything. So when you're trying to get the most fuel you can get, could be a problem. So the most I got out of this is 160 gallons at one fill up. It holds more than that, but maybe it's because of that, I don't know. But it does look like it's leaking from the top. Compared to this one. See how clean that one is? The other one is not as clean as the other one. But back to the fuel. A little gunky in there. Gonna clean that out. Put new filters in. I got a filter in the truck. I think I got both filters in the truck, so I don't have to pay for those because I already did. And some of the labor on this, all of the labor on this, it's gonna be discounted because of Landstar or whatever. That the fuse is up in there. It blew for the adaptive cruise, so they replaced that. That sucks. They also was checking out the bracket. They think the bracket's messed up, and there's a bolt and a nut under there that's holding the radiator down that needs to be tightened up or whatever. So that's covered under the deal. Because how did it get like that? I don't know, but it's loose. And just to show you it's loose, we'll go under there and look. And usually you don't see too many people go under their truck at the dealership, because you know, look at that, spinning around. The other one's cool. This one, nah, something was wrong there. You gotta tighten that up. They're gonna do something with the bracket. They said that a couple of the bushings or whatever fell out. That's probably why the radar was acting stupid and why it blew the fuse. So they're gonna get that straightened out. It's 4 bolts, I guess, holding this bumper up. So it's a quick, you know, release. Other than that, as far as this fuel stuff, I gotta pay for that. That over there, since the bushings fell out or whatever you call those little rubber things, that's a bumper to bumper thing he was explaining to me. And that fuel tank, excuse me, over there is a covered item also. So all I'm responsible for is this fuel issue, which is probably gonna cost a couple of dollars. So I ain't even, whatever, man. But now y'all know when you go to the dealership, man, you buying your joint. I don't know how I let this get by. Maybe because there's too much going on. Y'all seen me in a video a while back and I just forgot about it. But I went through all the trucks for the most part. And I mean, I really went through them, except for that. So it is what it is. Gotta pay the price sometimes. I'm gonna talk about damn thing bent down there. Yeah, we're gonna get to that. I don't know how that bent in Colorado. Catwalk, you know, It bent. I was at the delivery out in the Colorado oil fields. They're out there fracking, and they're trying to pave a road, and they had this little entrance where you kind of like dip in and whatever, and that's how that happened. So the trailer got down, and my trailer actually leans forward a little bit. That's a step deck. Some step decks, you see, they're sitting flat. Mine's got a little lean to going forward, and that's because of the fifth wheel plate, you know, and the ride height and all that. But that low pro I got won't be like that. It won't do that. So the other day we was rolling around, and I guess I made a turn, and I didn't realize it till later when I was unloading. My non-emergency line, my electrical line, got caught onto one of these. And I didn't damage the line or nothing, but the trailer has a pigtail inside a harness that connects to another pigtail that runs through the whole trailer. And it's about like 2 feet long or whatever. So you gotta go from the top of the deck to get to it. It's about that long, like that green cord right there. Same color and everything. It's just got extra female end to it. So it's got 2 female ends to it. Let's put it like that. So they had to pop the top, get in there, get it out, put the new one in. I bought the part, and I turned it into Landstar. No, I think it's trailer 911 at landstar.com. So I can get reimbursed for it. Because it broke on the inside of the trailer, and they covered the trailer. But see, in this scenario, this was the only place that had the part, and they were gonna close. So I doctored it up to make it work. It worked until I got where I needed to go. Then it blew a fuse in my truck, which I found out later. And I took it into the shop in Denver, and Denver fixed it, and put a new fuse in my truck. I'm good. I emailed over the receipt for the pigtail piece that I bought for the trailer, and I should get reimbursed for it. Landstar had it already paid the bill for them installing it or whatever on their trailer, and that's it. Now, if that was my trailer, that's all me, you know. It's all me, and that will never happen again, hopefully. Now, with that said, I saw Facebook post this morning from somebody, and they had the same scenario, except they really did rip into their cord. And we're explaining to them, they're like, well, my company, that's their fault. No. Yeah, it probably is their fault for putting a big ass line on like that, but you accepted it, you took it, you rolled. You didn't even try anything to alter the lines. You didn't like roll them up between, you know, something, put a zip tie on it, and I'm gonna show you, like, I zip tied this. Now that I know that, you know, how far it reaches out to my trailer and everything, and what was touching, I tied it right there. It's tied. That way, it's not on the catwalk rubbing, or it won't come back over there and get on that boat. That won't happen again. They were too free. Now they're together, they're not gonna rub, they're not gonna do anything. Another thing I just peeped out, I don't go back there and put something back there, wrap that up. I go in here and buy a hose, wrap them two up. Just rub it on the cab. Probably not a lot, but when the cab bouncing up and down, it's gonna rub, and then DOT is gonna go into there. If somebody decides to go into there, they're gonna see it, bang, they're gonna write you up. So you gotta look out for stuff like that. I drilled a little hole up top. I'm going to buy a spring. I'm not gonna leave it up there, but that's just to keep it off the catwalk. I mean, that's it. I got a spring in the back, but that's just to keep it off the catwalk. I could probably take it off and it won't touch the catwalk, because basically all I was worried about was that. This can touch the catwalk, as long as it doesn't put no damn holes in your lines or rub on your lines. So that said, drivers, you gotta pay attention to what's going on. I mean, you took the truck, you drove off with it, you've been driving it every day. Like I said in one video, and this driver did say this morning, no, nobody's expected. I'm not expecting nobody, and you shouldn't pay $300, $400, $500 to fix somebody's truck or buy a part or whatever. But if it's just something that you could do real quick like that, it don't cost you nothing but $2. So you can get down the road, you have to sit 3, 4, 5 hours over $2. Get it done. So DOT won't mess with you. Get it done. Get it done. It's some of the stuff is common sense, man. Common sense. So you see videos like this and other videos, you know, man. You'll know. When I tell you this stuff, it's because I already seen it, I already did it. You're seeing it right now. So now you know. So, but that's pretty much it with the truck. It's been running great, and other than that, these little issues here. Kick out a couple of dollars on the water and the fuel. They're gonna take care of whatever it is on this thing over here on this tank and the stuff up front. That's all covered stuff. So if it ain't covered, I'll say something about it. But I was already told that it was covered. The last company already passed it over to me. They went back and looked at it, which I knew because I signed off for it. You gotta know what you sign off on. PACCAR, you have to sign off on it if a company has warranty left on a truck. Whether each truck comes out with different time frames of warranty, so they all don't come out the same. They all got a base, but companies order different shit, make it longer, and whether it's the years or the miles. So that's what you gotta look into. Cummins is probably one of the worst, as far as I'm concerned, with their warranty, because even though I think it automatically transfers, but most of the trucks, when you go buy them, outside of like this truck here, that's a Warner truck. See, you can see it up top, right? Warner trucks got Cummins in them, and they're good for 5 years, 500,000 miles, engine and after treatment. Now that Warner truck doesn't have a bumper to bumper. It probably did for the first year, 100,000. That truck over there got 5 years, 500,000, bumper to bumper. See, everybody got different specs on how they, whatever they want to order on a truck. Cummins, most of the time, outside of Warner, you go find one that ain't got no more warranty on it, because they get the base 3 years, 300,000, whatever. If they want to add a year or two, whatever, then they do that. There are different tiers of how you doing, man? Warranties. You know what I don't like about drivers? Wave at them, hey, how you doing? The motherfuckers look at you all crazy and shit. But there's different tiers of that. Factory, manufacturer warranty. Third party. Again, now shout out to SoCal, because I finally subscribed to him, which I thought I did. Since I'm here, I'm talking about it, and he's gonna bring up something if he hasn't already, because he was talking about some trucks that people can go lease or whatever. This third party shit. I don't know if he's gonna touch on third party, but and y'all know I'll be talking about it. Third party factory manufacturer is not the same. Just because Peterbilt, Freightliner, International gave you a warranty that has somebody else's name on it, other than their name, it's not the same. It's not covering shit. Like I said, there's different tiers when it's a factory and manufacturer warranty, and there's only one clear cut. What is tiers? I guess for, you know, third party, aftermarket, premium 2000, NTP, whoever else is out there, whatever it's called, North Star or something. Everybody has their tiers. for engine, transmission, rear ends, all that. Different tiers, man. You need to understand. There's no way in hell a third-party warranty is gonna cover what the factory covers. Automatically, that's just automatic. You go in there and have a gasket leak, right? They're not covering it. Your turbo blows and it causes your clamps to pop and your oil runs out. They're not covering the oil. They're not gonna cover your clamps probably. They're gonna cover the turbo if it's covered. Your radiator cracks. The aftermarket ain't covering that. If the factory bumper to bumper like that truck over there I got does, then it's gonna cover that. So you can't be like, well, that aftermarket ain't cover shit. Somebody must not be reading. You gotta read what you buying. That's why a lot of drivers get caught up. What's got warranty? That's just a word. Forget what people saying about, well, it ain't better. That warranty ain't worth the paper that it's written on. No, it's the motherfuckers who can't read and don't read. They don't understand what they bought or what they've done to the truck to make the warranty void. If you don't do your oil changes, or if you blow your turbo or something and you keep riding on it for like, or it's blowing, you ride on it for like 5 miles or whatever, you voided it. You voided it. You crash and your turbo comes off or whatever. They're not covering that. That's an accident. You flip the truck, whatever the fuck it may be. But I know that's a little bit extreme. Let's say your rear end warranty, right? Let's use rear ends for an example. If you got a rear end warranty from Premium 2000, whatever, and you ran over somebody's furniture on the road or something, you tear it up, it ain't covered. You better go after the person that dropped the furniture. It ain't covered. It's for mechanical failures. Mechanical failures. And hopefully those mechanical failures aren't, as they, what do they call them, progressive failures, where you kept on going and going and going and going on this motherfucking shit, because then they ain't gonna cover your ass. Because we got drivers on YouTube and Facebook that'll keep going. They know they got lights on the dash and shit. There's some lights I said you can ride on. There's some that's telling you right now, bitch, you better pull me over. Ain't no more this like pull over, turn it off. You can do it. Pull over, turn it off. Well, then now it's in that bitch locked up on the side of the road. You probably just voided your shit if you had one. So that's what you need to understand here. The difference between factory aftermarket, different tiers, what's transferable if it is, because you can't go back in there and add more factory warranty to a truck that came from somebody's fleet. That ain't gonna happen unless you bought it brand new. You might have a 6-month window to add more to it, but you're not gonna add more to a truck that came from a company that already put a warranty on it. Now you can add a third-party warranty to it, but it ain't gonna cover the same exact things 100%. Now premium and all them, they get a special rate. They go out there and negotiate whatever they do, the price on the bill for that part or whatever, then they pay that. Then you're responsible for other little fees, taxes, parts and fluids, whatever. You have to understand that. Because I know a lot of people go around here just saying, well, I got warranties. That don't mean shit. You have to know. The other thing I'm going to touch on here before my video loops or whatever it calls itself doing half the time. Hiring, again. We back at it again. Can y'all stop embarrassing yourselves? Don't call me. Don't call whoever saying you want the job. And no, yeah, don't use Craigslist anymore. Craigslist takes your money. Unless you just want to throw money at Craigslist, don't use Craigslist anymore. Go to Indeed. Post a thing on Indeed. At least they can put a resume up. Then you can pay if you want to. You don't have to pay. But you'll get some responses. Yes, you're going to get knuckleheads. Like this one. Yeah, I'm good. I'm ready to go. This is one of those guys, when I looked at his resume, he's been little company after little company after little company. You know those guys always say, go to a small company. A lot of times when you listen to those guys, them guys got some fucked up ass records, man. Fucked up ass records. Driving record, criminal record, whatever it is, just fucked up. So they tell you to go over there. You can go over there and do all the crazy shit in the world you want to do and shit. Till they get tired of you or whatever. Until you fuck up your record enough where you just can't drive no more. Now you want to try to come to me, whether I'm at Landstar, Mercer, or the other carriers I can't mess with. Now you want to say, I'm good, I'm ready to go. You can't bring that bullshit over here. We checking the dude out. Again, another one. This dude got 5 wrecks, maybe 6, and like 3-4 roadsides. All within the last 3 years. Like, what are you doing? You already knew. So you may as well go back, go find the little trucking company around the corner that don't give a shit. They'll put you in their truck. They'll put you in there with no insurance on their truck. They'll put you in there knowing your fucking CDL expired. Probably. They'll take your word for it and say you hauled all these oversized loads and shit like that and you ain't hauled shit. They'll take your word for it. I'm not going to take your word for it. Landstar ain't going to take your word for it. Mercer ain't going to take your word for it. And anybody else out there probably that's like that ain't going to take your word for it. You can call your cousin to vouch for you. You can call whoever to vouch for you. If we don't see it, you ain't getting it. And if you got stuff like that, you damn sure ain't getting in. I don't understand why drivers fill out applications knowing damn well they ain't even gonna happen. But you'll try it anyway. Another one filled out. He didn't turn his medical card, social, CDL, or long form. Come to find out, speak to the company, and the company's like, oh yeah, he filled out for us before. He just never turned in the same things I just said. Like, what? I just talked to him like a couple times in the email and told him. Now you coming back to me asking me about what's the pay package like? What's this like? What's that like? Didn't you find me on Indeed? You saw what it was like. You saw that I offered this and offered that. You saw that it was a W-2. You saw that I offer insurance. You saw that. And oh yeah, that's a new thing I'm trying to do here. Insurance. I'm making something pop off here soon because I noticed that's something that's a deal breaker with drivers, man. I'll talk about that another day. But I'm like, driver, yes, it's all in the job description and everything. You can go back and look it up. Well, it's not there because I can't find it. So then I saw where we was going with that. He wanted me to do the work for him. I already did the work for you. I put it out there for you to see. That's why you reached out to me. Why all of a sudden now I got to go back and dig it up for you? I could just tell just by the conversation we was having. You drivers need to cut that shit out, man. That right there you don't get on. The last situation I just talked about, you can't get on. I'm not a mean person or whatever. It's just like, it's the shit y'all be doing. People talk, companies fucked up. Companies, man, some of y'all just fucked up. Fucked up. Yeah, there's some fucked up companies out there. But some of you, a lot of y'all are fucked up. A lot of y'all, you know you can't get over here with 3 felonies. Most likely you should have been locked up anyway. You can't get over here with armed robbery and shit. What are you doing? And I don't need to do this again because I did this in the last video. But yeah, y'all need to cut the shit, man. This shit hilarious. Everybody want top pay, but y'all here hitting shit. We looking at your PSP. You hitting shit. We looking at the inspections you had. All we gotta do is go back and measure the CSA points and see like, damn, that'd be a lot of points if he was driving for us or whatever. Nah, he got a patent. He keep getting in trouble for the same shit all the time. But anyway, man, I'm gonna stop talking because they over here. He's back at my truck, I think, and I'm gonna go have me some Mexican food, some abondi guys, whatever, some horchata. Sit back. I gotta wait for my trailer to come across the border. I might goof around in El Paso for a few days. Matter of fact, I gotta go to the other side of El Paso to go see my Freightliner. So anyway, with that said, y'all be good. Watch what you're buying. Pay attention to your fuel tanks and etc. And y'all be good. Peace.